Okay, students, I'm going to show you how to create your digital portfolio and add everything that needs to go on this checklist. So mine looks like this, but I'm going to show you an entirely brand new one. So you're going to go to Sites, and when you are on Sites, you're going to create, if you do not already have one, you're going to create a blank site. Once you create a blank site, you're going to make sure you have titles on it. So down here, I'm going to enter my title name. So here I have Erin Leha's digital portfolio. And in the first section, it tells me I need to have the appropriate title banner, which I do have, 3 artifact images, and text explaining each image. So I look, it says my story, and then I need to have some sections explaining who I am. So I'm going to create a text box, go to the title. I like to align it center, and I'm going to say my story. And then I want to add 1, 2, 3. Now remember, I'm going to tell you right now, do not click add footer or click anywhere down here. You have to click the layouts. If you click here, it turns it into a footer, which shows up on all of your pages, and you don't want that. Then you would go ahead and add 3 items or images or whatever that will represent you and your story. Remember, your story is your life, things that have impacted your life. So if I was going through and talking about things that have impacted my life, I could talk about adoption. I could talk about, oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I have a lot of things I could talk about. I could talk about my dog. But I think the best one to do for this is going to be, let's do Peace Middle School. And then my final one that I'm going to look at is I'm actually going to say bibliophile, which a bibliophile is somebody who loves books. So then here you would write text explaining why this topic means so much to you. As long as you answer fully why it means so much to you, then you've answered my question. If you hit the plus sign, you can actually select an image. And there are multiple ways you can do it. I'm going to Google image search, and I'm going to search for adoption and insert. As you guys know, we're in the process of adopting my son, so that's a really big thing for me. And then I would go ahead and I would fill these in as well. Once these are all the way in, and I've added all of my topics, the next thing it says on here to do is for me to create a page called Maps. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Pages, click the plus sign, and I'm going to type in Maps. So here it creates. In my Maps section, it wants me to create my personal mission statement and put in my depth and complexity cheat sheet. So I'm going to insert a text box that says my personal mission statement. And I'm going to put up my mission statement in here. And my mission statement is I am the author of my own book. Now it wants me to do my depth and complexity cheat sheet. So I'm going to type in depth and complexity cheat sheet. You did this last grading period, so you won't have access to it anywhere except in your drive. So you're going to have to press the plus sign and go to the drive. Now, if you were absent and you do not have this, it is here that you can pull a copy of. Then I click on it and I insert it. Please remember that if you were not registered yet, when we did this, all you have to do is add this section and put not registered. And when I mean not registered, I mean you are not at the school yet. Excuse me, I think I have hiccups. So that is my maps section, ladies and gentlemen. The next one is a sub-page. Now, sub-pages are a little different. You're going to want to go to Pages, click on Maps so that it's highlighted, and the 3 dots here, you're going to click on them, Add Sub-Page. The best way to do that is then to highlight, copy, which is Control-C, Control-V, which is paste, and click Done. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that for all of them, and then we will continue. Okay, so now I have all of them in here. Remember, all I did was copy and paste like I did for the first one. So now I have all my subpages here. I'm going to show you what goes in each section. So in the How I Study, it is asking for my How I Study brochure or slides and images for the 3 titles that are the best environment that you study in. So I'm going to go to Insert, and then I'm going to add my 3 tiles down here. And this is the How I Study summative or brochure. And I'm going to click the plus sign, pull from the drive, and I'm just going to search How I Study brochure. Oops, I spelled brochure wrong. I'll open it up and I'll insert it. This one down here, you're going to choose 3 environments that you best study in. Remember, environment, it's a setting. It can be how you best study in the quiet or the with the lights off, lights on, if you do it at home, if you work with groups. It doesn't really matter. I study best when I'm with a group. Sometimes I study solo, but I like to have someone in a group because I like someone to hold me accountable. I like to also listen to classical music. And I like to study at the kitchen table. So once I've done that, again, you're just going to select an image. And you can just do a stock photo. It's okay. And then you would do that for the rest of them. All right, so now that I have them all, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to then go to my Having a Growth Mindset. My Having a Growth Mindset, it's asking for my summative, my brain, and an example of notes that I have taken. So I'll do my 3 here, and I'm going to say Growth Mindset Summative, Growth Mindset Brain, and my notes example. Again, I'm just going to select the image. Oops, not image. That's my bad. I'm going to pull it from the drive because, again, it should be in the drive. If not, you saw there is a link there that you can pull up. If you do it, though, I cannot give you a grade on whether or not you complete it. That is long past. I am only looking to see if you put it on your digital portfolio. I do not have a picture of my brain. If you want a picture of your brain, I have the physical copies here at school, and you can take a picture of it. If you never did one, time has passed, and you just write, did not complete. And then, like I said, any note-taking example in here that you have from this class. and we've done a ton. So after having a growth mindset, we're going on to maintaining a positive mindset. This one's to tell me something good and to the teacher I admire. Now, if you don't have a teacher you admire, but you want to write a letter to somebody else, that's okay too. If you go down, the image carousel is right here, and I'm going to add 3 images, okay? And these are 3 things that have happened good to you this year in 2021. So for me, I'm currently adopting. That's a big thing. We have come back to school, which is also a big thing. And the last thing that I'm going to look for is I'm getting a new car this weekend. So that is something that's big going on. You only need 3. Here's the thing. Once you have it in, you're not going to be able to go through it. You have to accept that. Once you show it in the published site, it will show up. But until then, you're not going to be able to click through, and that's going to be okay. Here is going to be to the person I admire. And you would write a letter in a Google Doc and then post it here. After that, you're going to do the what have I learned about myself, which is your reflection and this page right here. Grading period 1 reflection and my digital. Sorry, Mr. Reynolds walked in, so I was talking to him real quick. So digital portfolio checklist. So now your GP Reflection 1, when you're pulling it from the drive, guys, it's going to actually be called self-reflection. And so you're looking for your self-reflection. And then your checklist is this checklist here. Okay, so you will put that in. The final section, which you have not done yet, but I'm going to show you, is your 30-day challenge. Your 30-day challenge is it finishes at the end of this month, which is the week we come back. I think it's the Tuesday we come back. Now in there, you need to have a couple of items. You need to have your goal that you decided to do. So I said I was going to have a decluttering goal. Then you're going to pull your hard goal, which is the heartful, animated, required, difficult. This you can still get a grade on, okay? But you need to make sure that you get it turned in. Then it's going to be your proof, okay? And you can do a slideshow, whatever, it does not matter. So you have your hard goal, and you have your, what did I call it on here? Your challenge data. Remember, you need to be taking data, whether it's a check, I did it, X, I didn't do it, or whatever. Then finally, it's going to be your 4 challenge videos. Okay, video 1, which is about your hard goal. Video 2, which is a check-in. So how are you doing? Video 3, which is also a check-in, and video 4, which is the last week, which is your summary video. This will be a test grade when you get back. It will be due on the 3rd. This is a test grade, okay? So once you have all of this in, guys, you're going to make sure, if you are just doing this for the first time, you're going to want to hit publish. You will publish it, grab the link, and when you have a copy of your own digital portfolio checklist, right here is where you're going to put that link, just like that. Share it with Northside. You want to hit share, share with Northside, copy the link, and that will get turned in to your assignment for your digital portfolio. So if I was turning it in, my NISD, and I went through everything, and I was looking for the assignment that is due, it's going to be in GP2. Digital Portfolio Update Summative. So this is where you're going to turn it in, okay? And then you would be done. This is everything that goes on your digital portfolio. The next time that we talk, I'm going to talk about things that you need to get completed, and we're going to discuss my next move in your career exploration.